What's going on, everybody? Gormy here. Today I have got a brand new tactic for you guys. It is called the 4-4-2 Maul. This tactic is very, very solid. It allowed every team actually in this test to either win the league or win multiple trophies. So it is very, very solid and capable of helping you win the league or go on a trophy hunt throughout your saves. So that is what we'll be going over in today's video. If you guys do happen to enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button. Also, I'll be linking the Discord down below where you guys can download this tactic at, and I'll be linking my Twitch down below as well if you guys would like to check me out over on Twitch. But now, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, like I said previously, the tactic is called the 4-4-2 Maul. Now, with this 4-4-2, I wanted it to not necessarily be overpowered, but be able to do anything and everything, in a sense. And it most definitely does that. It is very, very solid, and in my opinion, can be used with any team possible. I've used it in this test. I've used it in my personal saves. I've used it in online drafts. You can use it in anything. So, getting started with this tactic up top, we've got two advanced forwards on attack, both of them with nothing added, just kept the move into channels on. Then we've got two wingers on support on either side, with take more risks, crosses aimed at center, and mark tighter on both of them. The central midfielder on attack has take more risks, roam from position, move into channels, and mark tighter. The ball-winning midfielder on support has crosses aimed at center and mark tighter. Both wingbacks on support have crossed more often, crosses aimed at center, and mark tighter. The ball-playing defender on defend has marked tighter. The central defender on defend also has it. And then the sweep keeper on support was left as is. I usually do not change anything with the goalkeepers. Now, the mentality is balanced. I suggest starting with balanced in whatever game you are playing, but if you are up by a goal or two, you can definitely go positive or attacking and keep on adding on. Or if you need to get back into a game, go on positive or attacking to get back into the game. But I would never go defensive with this tactic. I would only go to cautious. Do not go defensive because it's kind of broken. You will concede goals on defensive, but that is with any tactic nowadays. So only go to cautious. That is as defensive as I would go. But when you are in possession, it is standard attacking with we pass into space and play out from the defense, and we work the ball into the box, and we have higher tempo. In transition, we counter press, counter, and distribute quickly. When we're out of possession, we have a higher line of engagement, a higher defensive line, and force the opposition to the outside. We have a more often trigger press, aka more often press and intensity, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. And then the set pieces are the elite set piece tactics that I basically use in every single tactic test that I do. I'm going to try and make some new set piece tactics here in the near future, but I'll link the set piece tactic video up above for you guys to click on if you guys wish to be able to copy them over and use them, but they will also be in the Discord for you guys to download as well. But now let's see how the four clubs performed within this tactic test. So, first club that we have up is Fulham. They won the league in the Sky Bet Championship with 109 points. They did very, very solid. They are one of the best teams in the Sky Bet Championship, but they did it in dominant fashion, so love seeing that. And this tactic allowed them to get to the semi-final in the FA Cup, which got knocked out by Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup semi-final. And then they got to the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup and got knocked out by Tottenham Hotspur in the Carabao Cup as well. So unfortunate that they went out to the same team both times, but I mean, a team in the Sky Bet Championship getting to the semi-final of the FA Cup and quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup, we will most definitely take that, along with adding a league title to the trophy cabinet. They did absolutely phenomenal. Let's see how they did overall for team overview and player overview. All right, so Fulham scored the most goals in the league with 111. You love seeing that. They had the most shots for in the league, and they were in 5th for fewest shots against. However, they are not in best pass completion, but they are in most possession with 52% possession. Coming in sixth, they're not in tackles won or dribbles made, but clean sheets, they came in fifth with 20, and then in fourth with fewest conceded with 44. All right, so here we are at the player overview. For most goals, Alexander Mitrovic finished in third with 22 off of top, which Dominic Solanke had 22. Most assists, we've got Harry Wilson joint second with 13 assists. Alexander Mitrovic had the most shots in the league, and Nathaniel Chalobah is also in there. He is in sixth. Most player of the match performances, Tosin Adebayo had 9, so that is awesome to see him putting in that work. Most key passes, we've got Harry Wilson in fifth with 129, which is awesome. We are not in best pass completion, tackles won, or dribbles made, but clean sheets, Paulo is in there with 20 clean sheets. He was in third. And then fewest conceded, he was in sixth with conceding 42. So overall, very, very happy with the way that the team played. And if you guys see interceptions made down here, it is a defensive tactic. It may not seem so because we're not in most tackles won or possession a majority of the time throughout these. But, I mean, overall, Tosin Adebayo with 160 interceptions made, Alfie Massa with 155, we will most definitely take that. All right, so next up, we have Real Sociedad. Now, Real Sociedad ended up winning the league. This team I absolutely love. They do absolutely phenomenal when I do tactic tests with them. They are very, very solid. They have a very, very good team, and Alexander Isaac always shows out. He's very, very good. They got to the semifinal against Borussia Dortmund in the Europa League, so it would have been nice if Real Sociedad would have won it, but it is what it is, and they got knocked out early in the Spanish Cup, which is unfortunate, but they won the league over the likes of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Barcelona, so they did very, very solid, very, very happy with how they performed. Getting into the team overview side of things, they had 95 league goals, which is absolutely awesome. They had the most shots for in the league by a lot. Fewest shots against, they were in sixth. Then they're not in best pass completion, possession, or tackles won. However, they are in dribbles, and they were in seventh with 397. Most clean sheets, they were in third with 15. Fewest conceded, they were in fifth with 40. Now we get to the player overview side of things. Mikel Oyarzabal, I believe is how you say it. I'm probably wrong. He had 31 goals. Alexander Isaac had 21. So, the front two, absolutely phenomenal. Most assists, David Silva with 14. Alexander Isaac with 11. Porto with 10. Most shots, Alexander Isaac and Mikel are both in there. Most player of the match performances, Mikel and David Silva are both in there as well. We go to most key passes, David Silva with 136. And Anan Yanazai, my boy, with 101. We are not in best pass completion, most tackles won, or dribbles made. However, we are in most clean sheets as Alex Romero had 15, one less than Jan Oblak, but the same amount as Geronimo Rulli. And then fewest conceded, he is in seventh with 40 conceded. So overall, very, very happy with the way that Real Sociedad performed. They're very, very good. But yeah, on to the next club. That next club being the team that Real Sociedad lost to in the Europa League semifinal. It is Borussia Dortmund. They lost out on the league by 2 points, but they dominated goal difference-wise as they had a plus 12 difference on Bayern, so they would have won the league based on goal differential if they had gotten 2 more points. They got knocked out of their Champions League group, which is very disappointing, but they made up for it by beating Inter Milan in the Europa League final. They won the DFB Pokal, and they won the German Super Cup. So there we go with a treble. And as you can see already, with 3 teams already, each one has some sort of silverware, which is absolutely amazing. All right, so we get into the team overview side of things right here. And they had the most goals in the league with 94. Most shots for, they were in second. Fewest shots against, also in second. Best pass completion, possession, and tackles, they are not in. However, they had an unreal amount of dribbles compared to the previous 2 teams that we have looked at. is Borussia Dortmund finished in first with dribbles made, and they had 383 throughout all the matches. Most clean sheets, they had 17, coming in second, and they conceded the least amount of goals in the league by only conceding 24, which for me personally is kind of surprising because, I mean, their defense is not spectacular by any means, but I mean, seeing that they put in that sort of work, that is definitely a good sign. Next, we go to the player overview side of things, where Erling Haaland had 38 goals, just beat out by Robert Lewandowski, and Lewandowski was the reason why Bayern won the league. Daniel Malin had 17 goals. I mean, you can see that massive gap between second, third, and fourth. I mean, Erling Haaland just finishing behind Robert Lewandowski, but overall, Haaland had like 60-something goals, and he was absolutely phenomenal, like he always is. We get into most assists. Erling Haaland had 11 assists, Rafael Guerreiro with 9, and Giovanni Reina with 9 as well. Most shots we're in with Erling Haaland. Most player of the match performances, Erling Haaland wins that with 13. Most key passes, Rafael Guerreiro in second with 114. We are not in best pass completion, most tackles won, or most dribbles made. However, we are in most clean sheets with Gregor Kobel having 17, one less than Jan Sommer, who is a phenomenal goalkeeper, by the way. And fewest conceded, he was in second, once again conceding one more than Jan Sommer. So, ideally, I guess, if Dortmund had Jan Sommer, they probably could have won the league. But overall, very, very happy with the way that the team performed. They got a treble. It does suck that we weren't able to win the Bundesliga, and we only lost out by 2 points, and that they got knocked out of the Champions League group, but they made up for it by winning the Europa League, DFB Pokal, and the German Super Cup. Now we move on to the final club in today's video. That final club is Liverpool, who, once again, we have a treble winning side with this tactic. They did absolutely phenomenal. They won the Premier League on 88 points. They beat Bayern Munich 4-1 in the Champions League final. They lost out in the semifinal to Southampton in the FA Cup. So ideally, we could have had 2 teams playing each other in the FA Cup final. And then the Carabao Cup, they ended up winning. So very, very happy with the way that Liverpool performed. It would have been nice if they could have gotten a quadruple. That would have been absolutely insane. But let's see how they did overall in the team overview and player overview. All right, so Liverpool scored the most goals in the league with 95. They are in most shots for. They finished in second. Fewest shots against. They are in fourth. They're not in best pass completion, possession, or tackles won. However, they are in dribbles made. They're in second with 496. Most clean sheets, they are in fifth with 16. And fewest conceded, they are in third with 33. So overall, team performance-wise, pretty solid. Wish that they could have been a little bit higher up in some of these categories, but let's see how they did player overview-wise. All right, so here we are with the player overview. Most Salah with 25 goals, most in the league. Most assists, Trent Alexander-Arnold in second with 13, one less than Jadon Sancho. And in eighth was Mo Salah with 9. Most shots, Mo Salah was in their joint fifth with Ivan Toney. And then most player of the match performances, Mo Salah was also in their joint second between Bruno Fernandes, Martin Odegaard, and himself, all with 7. Most key passes, we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold in 7th with 102. We are not in best pass completion or most tackles won. However, we are in most dribbles made in 7th with Andrew Robertson, a.k.a. Andy Robertson, with 88 dribbles made. And then most clean sheets, Alisson was joint 4th with Ederson with 16. And the fewest conceded, Alisson was in 6th with 33. So overall performed very, very well, very, very solid. All 4 teams did great. All of them winning silverware. 2 trebles won as well, and 3 teams won their leagues. So now let's see how this performs within the match engine. So there we have it with the 4-4-2 Maul. Performs very, very well in the match engine. And I mean, throughout this tactic test, I mean, every team won a trophy of some sort, and we got 2 trebles. So I'm very, very happy with that. But if you guys did happen to enjoy today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as subscribing is 100% free. I'll be linking this tactic in the Discord, which is linked down below in the description, so make sure to check that out if you guys would like to download this tactic, and I'll be linking my Twitch down there as well if you guys like to check me out over on Twitch, where I'm currently doing a save with Swansea City. But with all that being said, have a great rest of your guys' day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.